Hey friends, it's so good to see you again on this Friday morning. I hope you are doing well and I appreciate you joining me today. I want to share with you just really quick the kitchen organizers I can't live without. I have some that I found that I absolutely love and I recommend all the time when I'm talking to people, when I'm working with clients. And I thought, you know what, why not jump on Facebook and share this with the rest of the world, because you know, why keep a good thing quiet? So I want to share with you a few of my favorite goodies I've got here with me in my kitchen. I have left the whole of my office and I'm in a new environment for you today. So I am excited that you're here. I forgot to mention, I'm Leanna George, professional organizer and owner of By George Organizing. I got so excited to be here with you today, I forgot to mention who I was. So anyway, let's get started on all these goodies, okay? The first thing that I want to tell you that I absolutely love are my containers, my plastic containers that I got from Target. I love them because they're sturdy and they're nice and big. They've got these handles which make it easy for me to grab out of my pantry. I use these just in my pantry. I love the plastic because, as you can tell, there are a few crumbs in here. I'm gonna keep it real. There are a few crumbs and it makes it easy for me to wipe down. I also love, oh, sorry, my dog, Sebastian, there you go. See if he'll go with the bone. I also love that I can put labels on them. And so that's what I do love about these containers, is that it makes it really easy for labels. Now I will tell you a funny story. My husband one day was putting some stuff back into the pantry and I said, why did you put it back in there? And he said, because there was a bin that was labeled to tell me to put them there. So I think that these are great because it helps me, but it also helps other people in my family know where to put things back. So love these. You can get these at Lowe's, you can get them at Target, Walmart, Amazon, have all sorts of wonderful containers. I would just, like I said, recommend something that's a good size, plastic, and maybe has some handles to make it easy to slide in and out of your pantry or out of your cabinet if that's where you use them as well. So plastic bins are one of my favorite kitchen organizers. Another one that I absolutely love is a Lazy Susan. Sorry, my dog is gonna get crazy. Sebastian, shh. All right, so we're just gonna keep going. A Lazy Susan. I use this in pantries and in cabinets because it is a great little tool to be able to see what you're looking for. In my cabinet next to my stove, we keep a lot of the spices in oversized bottles that, okay, hold on, let me see. You can also get a sneak peek of my pantry, as I'm gonna feed my dog every bone that's in this bucket to keep him quiet. There. So anyway, I use this in my pantry and in my cabinet drawer because we have a lot of bottles and spices that that don't fit in my little spice rack here. So what I do is I leave it next to my stove, and then instead of having to look in the very back for bottles that I can't see up front, I can easily spin and put this here. So this is a great little device to use in a cabinet. I like to use in the pantry when I'm organizing clients' pantries, because if you have an L shape that has that corner that seems kind of lost, the Lazy Susan is a great thing to put right in that back corner so that you can still use it, but also be able to see what you have and what you need. So this is a great little tool, $4.99 on Amazon. So great little inexpensive tool to bring order to your life. Now I have to admit, this next one is my absolute favorite. I accidentally came across it at Lowe's one day. When I go into Lowe's or Home Depot, I will always go to the organization section and just see what they've got to kind of browse around. And I came across this little cute organizer. It's a pan organizer, $8.99, very inexpensive, but this is great. Now, if you can see the picture on the label here, but you can stack your skillets. So I love this because you can take advantage of vertical space in your cabinet, and then you can set your different skillets in there, and then that way they're not stacked on top of one another and scratching each other. And hey Amy, I'm glad you're here. It's good to see you. I wasn't sure if anybody was going to be here because everybody's so glued to their TVs this morning. But this is a great tool because you take advantage of the vertical space, keeps your pans from scratching up against one another, and it also makes it easy so you don't have to if you want the one at the bottom, you don't have to pull out all the ones on top to get to the one on the bottom that you need. Makes it easy to put away as well. So this is really great. You can get this on Amazon. I got mine at Lowe's, but by Rubbermaid, super, super easy to install. It's got some Velcro. It does come with some screws, but honestly, the Velcro is enough because once you put your pans in there, it stacks nicely. So love this pan organizer. You could also turn it on its side, and you could put your cooking trays and your baking trays in here. So it has 2 uses that I absolutely love. Absolutely my favorite, hands down. All right, the next one I want to share with you real quick is a shelf organizer. And I use this in cabinets all the time. You can also use it in your pantry if you have enough, but it helps you take advantage of that vertical space. I think vertical space is the most misused space that we don't take advantage of when we're organizing our spaces. Doesn't matter where you're at, but in cabinets, in your kitchen, or in your pantry, it's great to add these in here to give you more height. And if you know, instead of, if you got this much space for cans and you're only using this much space, you're leaving all that space there unused. So take advantage and put the shelf riser in here, or shelf expander, and they come in different sizes. I have a very small one that's probably about that big that I do for my husband's coffee cups. But you can use plates, you could put bowls. They come with ones that are much longer, so you could expand them out even longer along the shelf if you have a really long shelf. But these are great. I even use these in my daughter's closets for shoes. So they're really great. So take advantage of them, and they're cheap. Then the metal wire makes it easy to clean and make sure that things don't fall between the cracks. Stay safe. You can always put some plastic on there if you're worried about that. But take advantage of the metal shelving. Because my dog is just driving me crazy, I'm gonna have to go a little bit faster. Drawer dividers. These are absolutely wonderful and essential for all those utensils that you have in your drawers. If you're tired of kind of wading through the depths of your drawer, afraid you might cut your hand on a knife, or if you're not sure what something is, drawer dividers make it so simple and easy to be able to contain those items that you need in your drawers. So, you know, you could, and these are wonderful, they're a mix and match set. So you could, you know, put a larger one and then put your measuring cups. You could put your measuring spoons in here. You could put your long knives in here. And then you can just mix and match according to your drawer needs. So I would encourage you to look around. Sometimes people will buy those pre-made ones that are already really big, but those can sometimes be limiting. And so that's why I like the mix and match kind, because you can fit it for your needs. Maybe you have some small little, you know, corn cob holders that you want to make sure don't get lost in the back of the drawer. You could set those next to your knives, or, you know, mix and match however you need. So I just love them. Cheap, inexpensive, and again, I would go with plastic, and I like the clear because I can see everything much easier. So those are those. And then finally, I'm going to talk about my favorite refrigerator organizers. Now, I know that seems kind of strange, but the refrigerator is also a place that we need to keep organized, because when we can find what we're looking for, it's much easier for us to cook and to prep. And so sometimes the refrigerator gets a little bit lost in the organization of our kitchen. So I just want to share with you 2 organizers that I personally use in my refrigerator. The first one is this huge, it's not really that big, but I love this, and it's from Binz, B-I-N-Z, and I found it at Bed Bath & Beyond. You can stack different things in here. It's got this nice little handle, which makes it easy to slide in and out of the refrigerator. And I put my sour cream, my butter, any kind of dips that we might have, so that we keep them all together. And so this is really great. They come in different sizes, but again, it's that clear plastic that's wonderful for cleaning. It's wonderful for being able to see what you have. And so I really recommend this for your kitchen organizations. You could put different yogurts. You could put different cheeses, snacks for your kids to make it easy for them to get what they need in and out of the refrigerator. They also have them for Cokes. Like if you want a Coke dispenser, you can get a longer one. I have a longer one in mine that I use. And then, or you could just use some simple little, you don't have to have them divided up, but you could use them for simple little containers like this for your other items in your pantry, like your condiments and different things like that. So that makes it easy. The reason I tell you to use containers in the refrigerator is because you want to be able to contain things so that they're not just thrown in there anywhere. So I have a lot of times, you know, people will just go in and put things back, but if they know that there's a specific container to put it in, they'll be more likely to put it back, and it makes it easier to control and maintain order when you do that. Okay, so these are just some great little cheap organizers that, you know, I think I probably even used a 20% off coupon on these. So you know, it doesn't have to be expensive. Organization doesn't have to be expensive, especially in the kitchen. It just needs to be something that can help you, you know, find what you're looking for, make it more organized for you so that you can have a healthy environment, a safe environment, and an organized environment for your health and your sanity. So those are my favorite items I can't absolutely live without. And as you can see, I tell you, really have what I'm saving, because there's my pantry with all my bins and baskets, except for the one I took out. If I were to flip it around and show you, I use all of these things in my kitchen. So if I'm using them, I can promise you I love them and would recommend them to you as well. So I hope you will. If you have any questions, or if you have a favorite organizer, drop a comment below and let me know. Because if I do another Facebook Live, hopefully without the dog barking, then I will make sure to pick yours up and share it with people. So anyway, thank you for joining me and my very loud dog today. As we talked about kitchen organizers, I cannot live without. I hope that maybe you have discovered something new for yourself, and that you will be able to find it either online or at a store so you can reorder it to your kitchen as well. Thanks for joining me today. Sorry it was so loud. Have a great weekend, and I will look forward to being back with you again next week. If you need anything, or if you have anything, like I said, leave me a comment or visit my website at bygeorgeorganizing.com. Thanks again, and we'll see you next time. Bye.